Before we get started showing you different suture techniques, I want to show you a basic instrument tie. This can be used with any of the suture techniques that you'll learn. Once the suture is placed, you'll have a short end and then a longer loop end. Your needle driver should be placed directly between the two, and then we will do a surgeon's knot. You'll wrap the longer end twice around the needle driver, grab the smaller end, and pull it to the opposite side. And what will happen when you pull it to the opposite side, it will square the knot, and you can see how square the knot sits down. Now, because it's a surgeon's knot, it'll sit unless you pull up on it. So don't pull up on it. Place the needle driver between the two, the short end and the loop end. Now you're going to loop it around only once. Grab the short end and then bring it to the opposite side, again squaring the knot. And don't pull up on the suture until you just get it down, and then you can tighten it. And now it's locked in place. I recommend at least 3 throws, instrument between, bring the small to the other side, and done. Some suture material you may need 4 throws, something maybe like an absorbable suture. But this is a very basic technique. It allows you to suture in a small place, so if multiple people are working, we'll do one more for you right here. You can suture. Notice I like to keep the short end very short. Your instrument doesn't move around very much then. Keep the needle driver between the two. Grab the small end. Pull it to the opposite side, squaring your knot. Lock it down with that surgeon's knot. Don't pull up on it now until you now grab this end and pull it through for the second time, and now it locks down. Needle driver between the two. Wrap once. Pull to the opposite side. And keep that knot nice and square. Square knots will not untie. Also will look cosmetically more appealing. The first suture we're going to teach you is the simple interrupted suture. This is the most common suture that you'll be using in enclosure. Just a quick tip on handling the needle. You'll notice your needle has a flat portion in the middle. This is where you grab the needle with your needle driver. You don't want to grab it at the end where the suture comes in, or the swedge, because it's round and you'll be unstable. Never grab the needle at the tip because you'll dull it. A simple bite, we'll want to enter the skin at 90 degrees, and we'll go back a few millimeters from the skin edge and take a nice bite perpendicular to the skin, and then on the opposite side the same, and exaggerate that 90 degrees. If you take it at 90 degrees, the skin edges will then evert and come together nicely. Here we'll set up a instrument tie, and you can see here again we do 3 throws for nylon, and we'll go ahead and clip this. This is approximation without tension. You want to go back a couple millimeters for each bite. If you go back too far,